Gonna freehand this. Don't try this at home, kids. I really don't even have to put all this detail in here, but I see it in the concept art, so I always try to put it in there as well. Even though it's gonna be really, really hard for people to see it, but I kind of think about it this way: when you go to conventions and people are taking pictures of you, a lot of times they get into these weird angles. They're laying down on the floor looking up at you, or they'll be on a ledge above you or stay above you and shoot down. So you gotta kind of think of that when you're building this stuff and make sure that you have all those angles covered. You don't want to be only able to look good from one angle. You want to look good from all angles. Plus, you feel good, better knowing that you took your time to do that. I remember watching the behind the scenes on one of the Lord of the Rings movies, and the actor that played the king of the horse people, he says something pretty amazing to me. He was commenting on the workmanship of the people that did like his closing stuff, and he actually opened up his jacket and he was like, "Look at all of this." It was like a pleated, quilted trim all on the inside of his coat. He's like, "Y'all won't even see this." He's like, "But I see it, and when I put it on, it just makes me feel more regal. It makes me feel like a king." And that clicked with me. It was like, if you go all out to make even parts that a lot of people might not even see, but it's there, it does change how you portray that character. It changes how you walk. You get more into it. So that was some pretty wise words from him. All right, now to cut in my trim, after my engraving. This is an easy way to engrave. Really, really easy way to engrave. You get a nice, fresh, sharp blade. You do your design that you want to be engraved. And you take your time and you engrave it. You don't want to go too deep. And take your time. Don't rush it. Especially when you're doing a damn circle. Definitely take your time. Then you hit it with your heat gun. And I may even go back behind this with my small drummer bit, just to roughen it up a little bit. 'Cause I think the circles look a little too clean on that one, so I might just hit it with that a little bit. We shall see. Now for the small one, and as you notice, I'm actually turning this around as I cut into this. Makes it a lot easier. Then you can also put your finger behind the blade just to kind of control that cut even more so. Oh, nice, Siobhan. So you do LARPing. Cool. Yeah. Doing that extra detail, it's just so much. There we go. Just gotta do one more, which is the big one. I should have a template for that somewhere. Let me see if this will fit. Nope, that's too big. Hmm. Ah, perfect. I have no idea who's trying to call me, but they're gonna have to wait because I'm streaming. So, okay, let's put that to the side. Now, if you do want to add in some battle wounds into your armor, purposely burning your foam is a good way of adding texture to it. Without doing too much work. You pick the area where you want to have that damage, and you just do that. With the heat gun in that one area. You gotta be careful though. You really gotta watch what you're doing. But it would distress the foam in that section pretty good. So when you're gonna paint and stuff, it'll show up in that area. All right, so now I'm gonna do a little bit of fine tuning on these circles. Like I said, I want them to be just a little bit more rough. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this with a finer drill bit tip, and then just enlarging the holes a little bit. All right, Siobhan, you have a good night in Belgium. All right, so I'm actually going to purposely burn some spots in this foam. Not a lot, just some that I know might be seen. Um, so that it just adds more to the overall distress of the armor. So up in this area here,